Ever put a frozen pizza in the oven, then sit down to check one quick text, and the next thing you know, your kitchen smells like disappointment? Yeah, that was me. Every single week, until I made one tiny change that finally broke my phone addiction. Now let's get something straight. Many of us, myself included, are addicted to our phones. That much we can agree on. But we aren't addicted to them because we love them. I mean, I love my phone, but not to the point where I keep burning pizzas every week. You gotta understand that you're not the one totally at fault here. You're not weak. Your phone is designed to demand your attention. It usually starts the same way. You're making lunch, or maybe just waiting for the kettle to boil. You've got a minute to breathe, so you pull out your phone. No real reason. Just habit. And then you hear it. That familiar notification sound. You don't even look at what it is. Your thumb's already moving. Why? Because your brain's been trained to react. Now here's where it gets sneaky. That sound? It's the same tone for everything. A message from your best friend, a spammy app reminding you to come back, a calendar reminder you forgot you set. All of it, same sound, same alert. That's not a glitch. That's design. When every ping feels equally urgent, your brain doesn't get a chance to filter. So you start checking everything, because you don't want to miss anything important. And once they've got you inside the phone, that's when the real game begins. Bright colors, haptic taps, little dopamine hits designed to reward you for doing absolutely nothing. Now, you're in the loop. You scroll, you swipe, you jump from one app to the next like you wished you were able to do with your career, and 20 minutes later, you forgot what you were even waiting for. Understand that that's not an accident. That's design. Now that we understand the forces at play, we can finally take control. Here's what I did to stop doom scrolling all day. The first thing I did was to create friction between me and my phone. I moved every app that wastes my time off the home screen. No TikTok, no Instagram, no YouTube front and center. Why? Because if you can't see it, your brain doesn't reach for it as often. Many of us tend to keep these apps within easy reach. Seriously, check your home screen right now and tell me you don't have any of those attention black holes sitting there. Bad idea. Out of sight, out of mind. If you don't like how empty your home screen would look, you could replace those apps with apps that you rarely use, like Compass, Tips, Find My, Files, and Apple Books. If a habit is hard to start, you're less likely to do it. Second, I changed my lock screen to break autopilot. It now says, "What are you really trying to do right now?" That split-second pause is everything. When your brain sees that question, it forces a choice instead of a reflex. This works because it interrupts the cue routine reward loop your brain's running in the background. Let me elaborate. Every habit, especially phone checking, runs on what scientists call a cue routine reward loop. It's like a little program your brain runs without you realizing it. Cue, you feel bored, anxious, tired, whatever. Routine. Your hand goes straight to your phone. No thinking, just muscle memory. Reward. You get a tiny hit of stimulation, maybe a new notification, maybe just something to scroll, and your brain goes, yes, let's do that again next time. That loop gets stronger every time you run it. So eventually, you're checking your phone, not because you want to, but because your brain literally expects it. But when you change your lock screen to ask you a simple question, you're throwing a wrench into that loop. It stops the routine just long enough to bring your attention back online. Suddenly, the autopilot breaks, and in that second, you have a chance to choose something different. It's a tiny shift. But that's all it takes to weaken a bad habit and start replacing it with a better one. Lastly, I gave myself a system, not just rules. I scheduled scroll time. Yes, planned distraction. A little after lunch, a little after dinner. That's it. When you know you can scroll later, you don't feel the itch to do it now. It's the difference between a diet that starves you and one that lets you live. All these moves are simple, but together, they take the power out of that little device and put it back in your hands, exactly where it should be. Remember, it's not about willpower. Trying to eliminate phone addiction cold turkey would make life hard for you. Instead, design your environment so it works for you. You can do it. Why don't you try this today and see how much change you make by the end of the week? If you found this video helpful, kindly like the video and subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. All the best.